Imagine this. On June 6, 1944, before the sun even rose, thousands of Americans and Canadians climbed into landing craft, knowing the next 30 seconds could decide the future of the free world. D-Day wasn't just another battle. It was the moment the Allies finally struck directly at Nazi-occupied Europe. A mission so massive that Supreme Commander General Dwight D. Eisenhower called it a great crusade. And failure was not an option. In the months leading up to the invasion, Allied planners built a deception so large the Germans never saw the real attack coming. The operation was called Operation Fortitude. Fake armies, inflatable tanks, false radio traffic, all designed to convince Hitler that the invasion would land at Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. Meanwhile, real soldiers trained in Britain. American infantry, Canadian assault units, British commandos. Nearly 3 million troops assembled for one purpose: to break Hitler's grip on Western Europe. Then came the night of June 5th. The weather was terrible. Winds high, waves rough, clouds thick. Eisenhower almost delayed again. But after hearing his meteorologists predict a brief break in the storm, he made the decision that changed history. He simply said, "Okay, let's go." Just after midnight, U.S. paratroopers of the 82nd and 101st Airborne, along with Canada's 1st Parachute Battalion, jumped behind enemy lines. Their objectives: secure bridges, block roads, and confuse German troops. Many missed their landing zones due to heavy winds. Some were scattered miles apart. Yet they regrouped, improvised, and completed critical objectives, especially around Sainte-Mère-Église, which became the first liberated town in France. Next came the Naval Armada, over 5,000 ships, the largest ever assembled. Battleships like the USS Nevada and HMS Warspite fired round after round into German coastal defenses. Then the beaches. The U.S. hit Utah and Omaha. Canada hit Juneau. Britain hit Gold and Sword. Omaha became the deadliest. Soldiers of the 1st and 29th Infantry Divisions faced steep cliffs, heavy machine gun nests, mined obstacles, and rough seas. Casualties were devastating, hundreds killed within minutes. But the story of Omaha is also a story of grit. When landing craft drifted off course, officers reorganized on the spot. Engineers blew paths through obstacles. Destroyers risked running aground to fire directly at German bunkers. By noon, small groups broke through the bluffs, opening the beach from the top. Meanwhile, at Juneau Beach, Canadian forces fought through intense fire, losing nearly 50% in the first wave, but still advanced deeper inland than any other Allied force that day. By nightfall, over 156,000 Allied troops were ashore in Normandy. A foothold was secured. The Atlantic Wall, Hitler's impenetrable defense, had been breached. In the months leading up to the invasion, Allied forces expanded the beachhead, liberated Caen, closed the Falaise pocket, and pushed toward Paris. Germany was forced into retreat. The Western Front had opened. D-Day didn't end the war, but it made victory possible. And here's the part we often forget. Most who landed that day were young, 20, 21, 22 years old. Americans, Canadians, Britons. Ordinary people who faced extraordinary danger. The world we live in today, the freedom millions enjoy, exists because they stepped forward when history needed them most.